Epcot officially has a roller coaster, but just how intense is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind? Is Guardians scary? How is it compared to other rides? Will I get motion sickness? Well, there are literally trash cans at the exit of the ride. My husband, who gets motion sickness on rides like Flight of Passage and Millennium Falcon, my 44-inch kid who just turned 5 years old, and I, an overly cautious mom, take on this ride to let you know just how intense it is and how it compares to other rides. And I promise, no major spoilers. Hey Busy Bees, it's Mommy Leandra, and today we are at Epcot for the annual pass holder preview for Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm here with my 5-year-old Dominic, my husband who is prone to motion sickness. We are going to see how intense it is, but honestly I think it's just going to be a load of fun. So let's get into it. In this video, I'll also compare Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind to other rides, just so you can have a clearer idea of the intensity, but I promise, no spoilers besides the clips of the queue. Cosmic Rewind is the only ride at Walt Disney World Resort with a 42-inch height requirement. This puts it somewhere between Slinky Dog Dash's 38 inches and Space Mountain's 44. So what are some rides that usually make you motion sick?
Anything that has to do with a screen that I gotta watch and moving. Simpsons, Spider-Man, Universal Studios. Oh, and that was it Pandora?
Yeah, so Flight of Passage, he does get a little queasy on that ride.
I get a little queasy on something like that. I just get freaked out when I go down.
On Slinky?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the queue's intensity, because that's half the journey. The queue is mostly inside. The start of the queue is very open, bright, and inviting, and it is definitely family-friendly approved. You'll feel as if you're just touring a museum. But there is a note about motion sickness. My husband mentioned that staring at screens while walking in a circular motion in the queue's first half could set off motion sickness for those prone to it, even before the ride begins. And there's a hint of fresh paint smell that could trigger motion sickness as well. Now, the second half of the queue is where I saw my 5-year-old's face get a little more grim, but still excited and motivated. Just like most theme park rides, everything is fine until something goes wrong. The good news is these rooms are really wide and open, and it's not a tight situation like a haunted mansion stretching room. And another note, there are flashing lights in some of the pre-show rooms. Now on to the ride's intensity. The top speed is about 50-ish miles per hour, but it maintains a steady, brisk pace the majority of the journey. There are some 360-degree spins, but they are totally controlled. And most importantly, there are no huge drops. They're more like dips, banked turns, and controlled brief helixes. I also want to add that the lighthearted songs that play helped to boost my 5-year-old's energy. Our randomized song was Conga by Gloria Estefan, and it's definitely the more playful on the playlist. First impression.
If this is the next generation of rides, I am all for it.
So my first impression is just, that was so smooth like butter. I can't even process what just happened. Of course, I will process it and share in just 2 seconds.
It's actually not that bad, because the only thing that could make you kind of a little bit queasy is trying to follow the visuals. Just enjoy it. If you miss stuff, it's okay. Don't try to look back to see what you're missing and because the track is unpredictable. I don't even want to give too much, because if I do, I might spoil it for some people. The screen is not 3D. Or if it is, I'm not sure. You don't need the glasses. So the glasses contributed to my being sick. 10 out of 10. They knocked it out of the park.
There have been some online reports of parties getting sick afterwards, hence the trash cans, but no one we personally spoke to during our preview got sick. So, should 5-year-olds go on this ride?
Yes.
Why?
Because the sides things have 5 sides, like 5 and 6.
Oh yeah. Wow, so you're big enough to ride it?
Yeah.
But did you like this ride?
Yes.
Was it scary?
No.
No.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Shh, no spoilers.
Just first impression, I just thought that it was like very smooth, very easygoing. Wasn't trying to hold down Dominic at all. Like the lap bar goes down so far that he was like tucked into the seat that it literally goes straight to wherever your body is. It will meet you, the lap bar. So that was really great. So now I'm gonna do a ride comparison for you.
In this section, I will mention some elements of other rides to help viewers like you gauge the intensity. Overall, if you've been on Crush's coaster at Disneyland Paris, this is very, very similar, but a lot smoother, fewer dips, and more projections. Cosmic Rewind is just as smooth as Slinky Dog Dash, but a lot more intense. I love that both Rock and Roller Coaster and Cosmic Rewind incorporate music. The launch in Rock and Roller Coaster is 10% more intense than that in Cosmic Rewind, and there are no inversions in this new ride.
That was not part of the plan!
Mission Breakout in California Adventure is way more intense. Remember, Cosmic Rewind has no major drops. So, of course, same theme, same characters, but totally different storyline. Guardians has a lot of Space Mountain vibes, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not as dark and you can sit side by side like the Space Mountains outside of Florida. Green Gods, in my opinion, is super similar. It has the controlled movements, but Guardians does not stop for show scenes in the middle of the ride and there are no 3D glasses. So how intense is this? My sisters wrote it later and this is how they quantify the intensity.
4. If you weren't in the dark and there weren't like flashing lights, you probably would feel like that was akin to just being on a carousel. The way that I view Epcot is genuinely a ride that's made for Epcot. I feel like everything here is family friendly. There's no ride really here that you can't ride collectively with your family, and Cosmic Rewind falls into the same category.
I thought it was a 7 because it was my first time and I didn't read anything about it, so I didn't know what to expect. It was very immersive, and I also thought that there's one part you'll see when you ride it that's really intense, and I thought something bad was gonna happen, but then it was the best decision ever.
As a mom, you kind of have this like fear that your child is gonna like fall out or maybe is going to scream or be like or cry. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm waiting for the worst to happen. So that's the reason why. But if I wrote it again, I think I would bring it down to about a 4. It was not as bad as what I thought it was going to be, but a lot of fun. But thank you so much for watching. So remember to subscribe to Mama's in the Mood. If you want to join in on more family fun adventures in Florida, make sure you like this video, share it with another parent who is not too sure, like, should my kid ride this? Remember, I care.